Thanks for joining me for today's short scale study. Today, we're going to focus on building our tone and technique in the key of G minor. The G minor scale for bass clarinet is actually the A minor scale. So we're going to start our scale on A. Many of the notes are familiar to you by now of the A minor scale. But I want to point out in number 1 and number 2, it's a harmonic minor scale and arpeggio, which requires us to play the note G sharp right here. So let's play through number 1 and number 2, the harmonic minor scale and arpeggio, quarter notes, then eighth notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's continue with eighth notes. 1, 2, ready, go. So hopefully you had success using the G sharp or the A flat fingering. Now, let's play through the minor chords study, followed by the thirds study. 1, 2, ready, begin. Next, thirds. 1 and 2 and ready, begin. Now we'll move on and we'll play our chromatic pivot scale. Our pivot note today is E natural. Other notes in this exercise are D sharp, which is the fingering for E flat as well, 2 fingers with our left hand and the side key on our right. We'll need our D fingering. Our 6th note is the C sharp with our C sharp pinky key. We'll need our fingering for C natural, for B natural. 3 notes from the end, we need an A sharp. If you thought, wow, that's the fingering for B flat, well, you're learning. Good job. It is. A sharp is B flat, and we finger our B flat with our first finger on our right hand. And then we're going to finish with the note A. After that, we'll move ahead and we'll play our chromatic scale. Remember, our chromatic scale is the scale that combines all notes. And there is a fingering guide or a fingering chart at the end of this book that has visual pictures or visual fingerings that are drawn in for you to remember or to be informed on the notes that you may not be comfortable with at this point yet. But we're working to build our scale knowledge and our chromatic knowledge with the fingerings of the notes of the chromatic scale. So let's do the chromatic pivot scale and our chromatic scale. 1, 2, ready, and. Chromatic scale. 1, 2, ready, A, go. notes that are often or confused by my students in my live lessons on the chromatic scale. Some of the notes that are most likely confused or most often confused are the second note A sharp, which is our B flat, the note C sharp, which is in the second measure, which is our C and our pinky key, and then our D sharp fingering, which is the 2 inside. Other confusing notes are on the way down are the A flat, which is our fingering for G sharp, the G flat, which is just our F sharp fingering, and the D flat, which is 5 notes from the end. That's the C sharp fingering that we use on the way up. So I hope that was helpful to you as well. Remember, you can pause and rewind and play through these scales at any time on your own. And then you can stop the video and put a metronome on at a speed that's more comfortable for you, whether it be slower or faster, and build your scale technique that way as well. Let's finish up with the chorale, concert G minor chorale. 1, 2, ready, begin. There you have it, concert G minor. I hope this has been helpful. I hope you'll consider playing through this exercise again and some of the other exercises as well. See you again soon. Keep on practicing.